Hello everybody and welcome back to Letton Farm. Now it's almost 7 AM, I was up at 5 AM because I knew that I had to prepare for the tractor and trailer to deliver my topsoil. As you can see, I've been using the Massey Ferguson and grapple to rip out the hedge which was just here and also take out the board, which did turn out to be quite rotten. So I'm surprised it could support my tractor a few days ago when I was actually trying to pull the bales out of here. But yep, the bunker is no more. It is just now a hole in the ground which needs to be filled in. So I have 15 tons on the way. It is now 7. They should be here. They're supposed to be here at 7. But yeah, as they said on the phone, 15 tons doesn't sound to be enough, but I can't really afford to just keep buying more. So if it doesn't fill it, I'll have to just try and find some more from somewhere else in the future. I think I'm just going to have to wait here. Because, well, nothing else I can do. They're supposed to be here at 7. It is 7. Let's play the waiting game. Still nobody. 3 minutes past 7. Well, oh, good timing. Kind of. You're 3 minutes late, but yeah, go straight through. Can they see me? Yeah, straight through. Go through. All the way through there. Thank you. Right, so, yeah, this should be quite good. They know where we're going, or no, they're a bit confused. It's over there. You can stop. I can speak to you. Don't go in the hole. Whew, they certainly cut things fine. I think you spotted it right at the last minute. That's where you're tipping. Right then. So if we can get this tipped into here, that would be great. There actually really isn't much space, and I don't know how close they're going to dare to get. I'm sure the driver won't want to go too close. Looks like they're stopping there. So there we go, it's my 15 tons. Seriously, is that 15 tons? That doesn't equate to much. Oh, they were right. They were right, I needed much more than 15 tons. Ah, it's a larger crate than I was expecting. Is that really 15 tons? It doesn't look like it. But who am I to argue? Yeah, I might have got it wrong. I think my calculation was a bit off. I think the best thing is if I can try and find a local quarry or somebody who's just trying to get rid of soil. It doesn't need to be really good quality stuff, because this is really high grade. Really fine. You could even use this as vegetable growing soil, you know, in a vegetable patch in a garden. Okay, well, I'm sure they want to go and obviously take the money. £680 I think it was. And here you go. You better have it. I might have to sign something first. Well, very interestingly, the driver also said that he didn't think it was 15 tons. He's going to have to go and check back at the office to see what he's just delivered. But he says that it looks more like about 4 tons. So, I don't really know what's happening. Just make sure he can get out right. Should be alright. Yeah, so I don't know if that is my delivery or just part of it. We're going to have to wait and see. But that's good. That's very good. Okay. The lorry has gone. Perfect. Yes, this has been a bit of a problem. And, well, actually I was quite lucky in the end because I did have a spare part in. The dealership came out to me within about 20 minutes because they are just over there. And they sorted out the problem, but it did take a bit of time. The reason for this is because apparently my original land wheel was not only deformed, but it was also cracked straight through the centre, and they couldn't refit it. They said I had to have a completely new part, which is why this one is lovely and clean and yeah, freshly fitted. In fact, the other one, the original one, is still it's in the middle of the field over there, so I'll go and show you it in a minute. But yeah, they were very good. They charged me £100, but luckily I got paid last night for my honey, which is over in the field, which is for sale. Now, you might be wondering what's going to happen with my honey, well, my beehives, when I sell, well, if and when I sell the field. Basically, it's in the agreement of buying the field, so essentially they're sold with the field. It's put the price of the field up, to put it simply. So yeah, I don't get any more money from the bees, but yeah, it's obviously pushed the price up because the field is already making money from those bees which are in there. And I'm not actually looking after those beehives. We have beekeepers, because it is a joint venture between me and Peter Wood. As I've said before, in a reply to another vlog. I've had comments on my vlogs, and basically I've had people say what's happening with the situation with the 50-50 split, and yeah, I don't know. I'm assuming that Peter Wood is just being sent his money, his profit from the beekeepers who come and look after the bees. I'm certainly given my 50%, so I can't really complain. But yeah, that would come to an end if the field is sold. In case you're wondering, the field is actually for sale currently with an asking price of £30,000, which is very expensive. But at the same time, as I've said, it's got a lot of potential, that field. Now, if you wanted to see the other wheel, which was on the back of here, it is just here. Now, it makes it look bad just because it is dirty, but it is actually damaged, which is why it fell off in the first place. They should not fall off. So, there is the difference. New and old. So yeah, it should mean that I can now plough the rest of the field without any more problems. Hopefully, no mould balls fall off or anything like that. Anything even more vital. Right, there we go. Although that's pretty vital. Okay, so yeah, just going to continue. Hopefully I can get this whole field done. We will see. Right, well, things are going very well, but very slowly. No more damage, which is nice. No more issues, although I'm missing a few pieces here and there. I'll make sure everything is nice and tidy before the end. And then I need to do the headland, of course, make sure all that's finished off. And the crop to go in here is hopefully going to be sugar beet, but of course it does come down to if I can find or borrow an old planter. Because sugar beet doesn't just run through a normal seed drill, like the one I currently have. So, yeah, it's not quite as simple as that. But even so, I still think it's going to be possible. And like I said before, if I really can't do it for whatever reason, I can just get a contractor to do the planting and the harvesting, or just the planting, or just the harvesting. It doesn't really matter. Because either way, I've got an expense. I'm either paying for a contractor to do the work, or I'm having to lease or buy the machine in the first place. So, yeah, it doesn't really bother me. I'm just finishing off the headlands over here. I've already done the other side, so the field is almost finished. And then what I'm going to do is take off the plough and just fill in the crater with the very small amount of soil which I've got. I do have some updates for that though. I've just had a text message from the company who I bought the soil from, and they have said that they have messed up. They didn't say why they messed up or how much I've actually got, but they said they've messed up and the next delivery will come tomorrow. So it's not actually coming today at all. But at least there is some more on the way. So I don't know how much I've got, but I would say it's about 4 tons. Because I thought, yeah, I do need more, but seriously, does 15 tons look like that? It's like nothing. So yeah, I'm pleased that they have actually recognised their error. And good driver as well for reporting it. Okay then, so I'm going to call that done. There might be the odd speck here and there which has been missed, but it really isn't anything to worry about. So, yep, there we go. Field complete. I suppose I should go for that piece there. Now it's complete. Good. So, yes, I'll drop the plough, like I say, and then we'll put the grapple on the front. I don't actually need the grapple, I just need the bucket part of it. But, yeah, so I'm just going to basically push the soil further into the crater, bunker, whatever it should be called, I don't know. just so that I can have the next delivery put as close as this one was. I mean, in the ideal world, it'd be good if they could reverse right back, but yeah, as it turns out, they're not using a tractor. I thought they'd use a tractor and trailer, like a fast track with a dump trailer, but nope, they're using tipper trucks. So yeah, I don't think they're quite as keen going really close to the hole. Right, I don't really know where to put it, but I'll put it here. My other tractor is in there. I still have some wood. I do have the wood still in here, and I did speak to those over at Grizzly Mountain, and they said they weren't really interested because they usually deal with much larger amounts of wood, and obviously they're surrounded by forests, so this one tree was no interest to them. So I don't actually know where to get rid of it, and I should finish the painting. Oh, every day I say I need to finish the painting. I will see if I have time later today. First things first though, let's go and move that soil, mind the sheep. Where did I put my grapple? The grapple is over there. Every time I say grapple, it makes me want to eat an apple, because it sounds similar. A grapple apple? Who knows, that could actually be a variety of apple. A very rare variety. Grapple apple pie. Sounds good. Although it's probably nothing real. In fact, looking at it again, I'd say it's only about 2 tons. Just look at that, it's not going anywhere. Well, we'll see what 15 tons looks like tomorrow, I suppose. But it should be something a bit more substantial. It's hardly worth me even doing this. Wow. Yeah, it's nothing. It's like less than the silt that I scooped up. It's kind of started to make a bank. It's more like 1 ton. I don't know. I really don't know how much that is. I'd love to have an insight from a professional, or even the company who dumped it here. How much did you actually deliver? It took about a second to dump. Oh, look at that. That's terrible. Not even reached the bottom of the hole. Anyway, yep. That's good enough. This can stay here, and I'm going to go over to the workshop and paint my trailer. Reluctantly. I have nothing else to do which I'm aware of, so yeah, I can't keep putting it off. It is time to finish painting. Oh joy. Right. Here we go. So I can actually do with reversing it back a bit. That still starts well. I don't even know how I've managed to park it in such an awkward way. Oh, that's really bad. There we go. I've managed to reverse it and in fact turn it around on the spot because of it being a dolly trailer. So it's a lovely day. I'll do it out here. Might as well do. As you can see, it's just I've been brush painting it, so you can see the streaks. It just doesn't look that good. Although at the back it's all right. I'm still trying to consider whether or not I should paint the metal parts, but I don't think I should do. I'll probably just make it look worse. So I'm going to continue painting it. I've got some paint in there still. So I'll see you when it's done. It shouldn't take too long actually. Just throw a load of paint on, spread it out, and I'll call it done. Right, so it's taken about an hour or so, I think, but I've come across a problem. Because I allowed the original layer of paint to dry, I've now painted over it and it's like double the thickness, so you can sort of see my streaks. You can see the streaks between it. It looks awful. But at least I can safely say it's finished, so there you go. The trailer's finished, except it's got a bit more paint than it should have in various areas. Okay, so I'm going to reverse it back into the workshop. It seems to be the best place to go. Also, I was slopping it on so much that I've actually accidentally spilt on the inside. I'm not a very good painter, like I said. So, yeah, anyway, what it will do is protect it from the weather, which is, of course, the reason why I did it. I didn't really do it for looks because, well, it was never going to look better. Now all I have to do is reverse it, so we'll see how this goes. Going alright. Plenty of space in here. I do have, I think it's a pallet fork. So I just need to keep out of the way of that. should do nicely. Okay. Right. Yeah, plenty of space. Good. So the trailer is finished, I can very thankfully say. As for everything else here, I think my work is done. Still disappointed about not getting the full load from the topsoil people, but as long as they do turn up tomorrow, it should be fine. They said 7:30, I think it said 7:30, but we'll find out. We'll see what they bring. Let's just hope it's a bit more of an impressive effort, because that is, well, the word which springs to mind is pathetic. It's a pathetic effort. I've got a pile of, well, 1 ton of soil, plus some free silt. Lovely. So as you can see, we're well on the way to getting this totally flattened and filled in. Great. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to probably just put that back to grass anyway, very soon. Hello sheep. They seem to be doing well. I've been stacking the wool here. That's all good. Oh, I'll put the combine back, and yes, I really do want to put a gator, but I've actually realised that I don't have the money. In a few days' time I have to pay another instalment to the mortgage, and well, that's £5,000 a week, and I only have 3,472, so I can't just go spending any more money at the moment. In fact, I probably shouldn't have gone for the topsoil, since it isn't really a necessity, but I'm sure I'll be able to sell something in the next couple of days, and if everything else goes pear-shaped, I can just sell these bales, because I'm sure there's a bit of money here, hopefully. I can always cut some more grass for the sheep. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video, and until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.